Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
I'm Ross.
And today we're bringing you 1500 point battle report where I'll be using Space Wolves Ragnar Blackmane pack.
And I'll be using Mars Adeptus Mechanicus.
So today we're going to use the Tempest Warway to design your mission and design your secondaries. We're going to leave that as a little bit of surprise. That's what's going to come up.
That's kind of, we'll show you where the deployment and everything on the cards, and then we draw our secondaries at our turn. So yeah, we don't need to even discuss that, which is good. One thing I'd say is this is the first time I'm using AsMech in nearly a year and a half, and it's the first time I'm using the new codex. I'm quite excited about that because I had many problems with the old AdMech, just in terms of how some of the rules sort of worked, in terms of if you went second, you couldn't benefit from some of your special abilities.
Yeah.
Now they've sorted all of that out, so I'm super excited to see how that works.
Well, let's see then how they perform. So with that, let's show you how we set up the new mission style and show you the armies. So here is my 1500 points of Space Wolves. It's going to be Ragnar's Wolf pack. So today we're a battalion detachment, giving me 12 command points to play with, but I will be spending 1 command point pre-game for, I think it's called Cunning Wolf, to put a unit in outflank. Warlord will be Ragnar Blackmane himself, and he will have the Warrior Born Warlord trait. Second HQ will be Canis Wolfborn on his lovely wolf. Troop choices, we have a 10-man Intercessor squad. What you see is what you get. Intercessor bolt pistols, and we've got the Astartes chainswords, Intercessor Astartes chainswords. We then have 3 units of Grey Hunters. The Grey Hunters are just all what you see is what you get, bolters and chainswords, nothing special in the units. Then we have 2 units of Wulfen that are identical, Wolf Claws on pack leader, Thunderhammer Storm Shields for 2 of them, and then Great Axes for the other 2. And then we also have 6 Thunderwolf Cavalry. Thunderwolf Cavalry, you have 2 Thunderhammer Storm Shields and 6 Power Axe Storm Shields. And then finally we have a Stormwolf, again what you see is what you get, Frost Cannon, Last Cannons and the missiles on the sides. And that is it, that is my 1500 points of Space Wolves.
Here is my 1500 points of Mars AdMech. I'll be battalion detachment, so 12 command points to use. I have a Tech Priest Dominus with Warlord trait, Necromechanic, and relic is the Tempercorpia, sure. Homicide Axe, Eradication Ray, and Force Fist Serpenta. I have a Tech Priest Engine Seer with Homicide Axe, Last Pistol, and Servo Arm. For my troops, I have 5 Skitarii Rangers with Galvanic Rifles, another 5 Skitarii Rangers with Galvanic Rifles, 1 squad of Vanguard with Radium Carbines, another squad of Vanguard with Radium Carbines. For fast attack, I have 1 Iron Strider Ballistari with Twin Cognus Last Cannon, Broad Spectrum Data Tether. Got another Iron Strider Ballistari with Twin Cognus Last Cannon, Broad Spectrum Data Tether. And I have 6 Sidonian Dragoons with Taser Lances and Broad Spectrum Data Tethers. And for my Heavy Support, I have 1 Onager Juneclaw with Neutron Laser and 2 Cognus Heavy Stubbers. Another Onager Juneclaw with Neutron Laser and 2 Cognus Heavy Stubbers. Both have Broad Spectrum Data Tethers because they are free. And then I have a unit of 4 Castellan Robots, all with Castellan Fists and Incidine Combustors. Here are the 3 Tempest of War decks. So we've got Deployment, which is this one. We've got the Mission Parameters, which is this one. And then we've got our Primary Mission. So we have shuffled them. So it's going to be random. First one is Spearhead Assault. Going to be long edge, and slightly towards the centre. Never actually seen this one before.
Looks new.
Yeah, don't really know that. Cool, like it. We've then got Supply Lines. In this mission, a player only receives the Battleforge CP bonus at the start of the command phase if they control the objective marker in their own deployment zone. So, nice. Bit of parameter there if you want to gain command points, got to control your point. Yep. Then the primary mission is Burn and Raise. In the 2nd, 3rd and 4th battle rounds, at the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn is scores 5 itch points for each of the following satisfied conditions. They control 1 or more objective marker, they control more objective markers than their opponent. In the 5th battle round, the player who has first turn scores 5 itch points at the end of their command phase for each of the above conditions, and then the 2nd turn player gets at the end of their turn. At the end of the battle, each player scores 5 itch points for each objective marker they have raised. I'm going to assume objective action is that one of your units from your can start to perform this at the start of your movement phase, is within an objective marker and not within your own deployment zone. This action is completed at the end of the turn. If successfully completed, the objective marker is raised and removed from the battlefield.
Cool, so we can remove markers.
So you can remove markers, which is going to be very interesting, because that means you can't score them further in your turns, but then you're maybe denying your opponent as well.
So just to recap, the mission we're doing, Spearhead Assault, Supply Lines, and Burn and Raise. Right, so here is the deployment for Spearhead Assault. Now, because the way the deployments are now, we're going to have some dice to show the deployment zones. Just ignore the colours for now, but it's just for our reference points so we know we're deploying. But we wanted to show you it's board edge to board edge, going up into the centre, no man's land in the middle and the sides. But these are our two sort of spearhead deployment zones. We've got 5 objective markers, so we've got marker number 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one hidden behind there, 5. So that's the one in my deployment zone, that's the one in Ross's deployment zone, and then the other 3 are across no man's land. So with that, we're going to kick off, start our deployment, and we'll recap you guys in just a wee second. So here is the deployment for Space Wolves. We have a Storm Wolf with my Wulfen, my Grey Hunter pack. Here we have Canis and his Thunderwolf Cav. 4 Grey Hunters. We have Ragnar and his Assault Intercessors. And then we have more Grey Hunters. I've spent 1 CP pre-game to give Cunning Wolf to another squad of Wulfen, and they are going to have the outflank rule, so they can't come on until turn 2.
And here's my Mars Adeptus Mechanicus deployment. So over on this side I have 2 units of Vanguard. I then have my external robots up front here. Behind them, 2 individual Iron Strider Ballistaries with an engine seer. In the middle here we have our Sidonian Dragoon squad with a Tech Priest Dominus. We then have some Rangers, 2 squads on that objective, and my Neutron Laser Dune Crawlers.
Alright guys, so without further ado, it's time to roll and see who gets first turn. I desperately need this as a Space Wolf player here. I
could really survive without it, but I think we both kind of want it.
I need to get in position, if not I'm going to get a lot of firepower in the face.
You're going to get a lot of firepower in the face.
I'm going to get a lot of firepower, I think, in the face.
If you roll a 6 here, you rolled a 6.
I would even take a 5.
You rolled a 6 for the deploy.
Who gets attacker and defender?
Yeah, don't get a 6, David.
I'd even take a 5.
Come on, David.
Oh,
I get to choose.
No, you don't.
No, I think in the Tempest you do now.
Oh, do you?
And, maybe I could be wrong in that, but either way, I'm going first.
Yeah.
Start off my turn, I'm going to draw my secondary, see what we have got here. We have attempting target. When this secondary emission is generated, your opponent must identify 1 objective marker in no man's land. This mission objective is achieved at the end of your turn if you control the identified objective marker. Oh, I don't really want that.
I think it's me to declare.
Yeah, it's you to declare.
And it's in no man's land.
I can see which one you're probably going to go for.
No, I'm probably going to go for that one.
Alright, that's fine. Overwhelming firepower. While this secondary mission objective is active, keep an overwhelming firepower tally. Each time an enemy unit is destroyed by a range attack made by a model in your army, add 1 to the overwhelming firepower tally. This secondary is achieved once your overwhelming firepower tally reaches a certain amount of number. So I've got to get 3 here. So essentially got to destroy 3 units to score that. If series first drawn for your battle size, your opponent has fewer than the number of units, including those embarked in transports, but you destroy all your opponent's units in the battlefield with the ranged attack. Right, that's not going to be the case. Storm hostile objective. This sector is achieved at the end of the turn if either of the following conditions are met. You control 1 or more objective markers that were controlled by your opponent at the start of your turn. No. Your opponent did not control any objective markers at the start of your turn, and you control the objective margin. So really not quite good. I'm not happy with them. Am I going to discard any? I spend a command point, I can redraw 1. I think I will, because I will be sending on quite a few command points. I'll discard that 1 and go for Aerial Denial. The secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if you have 1 or more units from your army wholly within a certain range of the centre of the battlefield, and there are no enemy units within the same range of the battlefield. That range depends on it. It's 9 inches and 12 inches. That's going to be a problem because
that's not achievable.
That is not achievable either. It can't be achieved in the first battle round. So really bad draws here. I think the overwhelming firepower is fine, but the other 2 is really not good. On to my turn 1. Now, I really have 1 main objective, which is absolutely annihilate that flyer out the sky best I can. If I can do so, it's really going to leave the Wulfen in a bit of a bad position. Many things that David can do to try and hinder me on that one, but I have tricks up my sleeve nonetheless. Now, I am Mars, and that's going to bring a lot of advantages on that side as well. So for my Doctrine and Imperatives, which is going to be improved ballistic skill characteristic of models in this unit by 1, but it will decrease their weapon skill by 1. And then for our Canticles is going to be Benediction of the All Messiah, which when I make a ranged attack, I can reroll either a 1 hit, 1 wound, or 1 damage. I don't think you can do all of them. I'll double check on that one. Otherwise, that's insanely good. Keep in mind, this is the first time playing AdMech in a year and a half, and the new codex. So yeah, we're going with those 2 rules. Let's see how it ends up. Finished up my movement phase, so Sidonia Dragoons have not advanced forward, but they have moved on forward quite aggressively with the Tech Priest Dominus going alongside them. Move my Dune Crawlers a wee bit forward just so that they can put their heavy stubbers into the flyer as well. I could put it into the Thunderwolf Cav, but really I just don't want to cause too much damage on that side. Really need to bring down that flyer. The Galvanic Rifles from the Rangers on this side have moved on forward slightly, but these ones stayed still. My Iron Striders slightly shuffled around, this one moved on forward, but I did activate the Awakened Machine Spirit from the Tech Priest, and I'm going to spend Tech Adept so he can do it an additional time, which means both of them will be affected.
It's 1 command point, isn't it?
1 command point. External Robots did move on forward. I didn't advance them because I can flame with the first 2 but not the second 2, which can be a bit of damage. And then all the Vanguard on this side advance and just place themselves readily on that objective. Starting off with our first Iron Strider Ballistari, and I'm just going to put their shots into the flyer. Now I'm currently rocking +2 to hit from the Doctrina, and also from the benefit from the Tech Priest engines here. So it's going to be +2 to hit, that counteracts your -1 to hit, meaning 2s to hit, 2 shots, so I'll just roll in here.
No, just roll here.
Roll here, so it's going to be 2s to hit, and I get reroll 1 of these because of the Canticles. Don't need that. Strength 9, so I'm going to assume it's going to be 3 wounds.
It is, yeah.
Rerolling 1 of them because of the Canticles. That is 2 wounds.
6 up saves.
Yep.
Fail both.
Fail both. It passes dice. It's going to be, I think it's D3 +3. And I get reroll 1 of these. So it's going to be 4 each. I'll reroll the 1, doesn't really matter.
It's 2.
2. So it's going to be 8 wounds. Second Iron Strider Ballistari, exact same plan onto that flyer. Again, rocking +2 to hit because of the stratagem and also because of the Doctrina. 2s to hit. I can reroll 1 because of the Canticles. After reroll that's cocked. Reroll that one, both hit. 3s to wound. Again, get a reroll 1. 6 up saves.
He is dosed.
I mean, yeah, wherever I roll in damage here, he's gone.
Does he explode? No, not that it would probably reached anything anyway, but no. So I've placed the 5 models that were inside the transport within range. So in a 1, a model dies. This is really expensive for me here. 1, 2 will die, and I don't get to reroll anything. That was 1.
Yeah. Going with this back neutron laser Dune Crawler, it was planning to aim at that flyer, but it's kind of gone. Its only real viable target now is the Wulfen. It could probably go against cavalry, but I'd rather try and take that in combat. It's going against the Wulfen. It's going to be D3 shots from the neutron laser for 1. Hitting on 3s, rerolling due to a bunch of rules.
Cool.
And then wounding you on 2s.
Nice way to describe the rerolls, they're just a bunch of rules.
I mean, I had 1 for Mars and 1 for the Canticles, so
Just take your pick.
with only 1 shot. It's going to be 2s, but I get a reroll because of Canticles, because of Mars. Still doesn't wound.
So was that the neutron laser, sorry?
That's the neutron
Right,
laser,
okay,
it hasn't done anything.
Stubber then.
So the stubber, there is 2 stubbers on it. It's going to be 8 shots, because there's 2 of them. Hitting on 3s. I didn't use any rerolls last time, did I?
You just use your normal rerolls that came from Canticles, so you didn't use any command point rerolls, if that's what you're asking.
No, but I didn't use any reroll in the hit, did I?
You did, yeah.
Oh, I did, so I get 1 extra one then. That's fine. I mean, I'm not expecting much from these guys, to be honest. What's the toughness of a Wulfen?
5.
5. Whoa. So it's going to be 5 wounds. Can't reroll because I already used reroll, but nothing on them. Going to use Castellan Robots Flamers onto the Primaris Assault Intercessors.
Yeah, I'm going to use Transhuman Physiology because I think there may be other guns coming their way, sure. And I'm getting this hurts right now. I need something.
It's gonna hurt.
Because it's a 10-man squad, it'll be 2 command points.
Cool. So that's you down to 10. Or
9.
So 2 shots because only 2 of them range. So 2d6 automatic hits for 7. That's 5, 6, 7.
Does your Canticles let you reroll the number of shots?
No.
Cool.
I will get a reroll 1 wound, and it's going to be 4 wounds you now. I will reroll one of them. Nope. So that is
3 wounds.
Minus 2 AP.
Minus 2. I'm not close enough to the barricade,
No, not
so
close,
it's going to be minus 2.
Yeah.
So 5 up saves. Failed 2 so far, so regardless, 1 is dead. That one was cocked, but I did pass it, so 1 Marine at the back will die.
Other Dune Crawler, going to put all the shots into Primaris Marines. I could go for the Wulfen, but I think they're kind of foot slogging for a while.
Fire everything.
I will go with the Neutron Laser first. It is Blast, and you are over 5 models, so it's going to be the 3 shots
It's over
automatically.
6, I believe.
It's over 6, sorry. So yeah, it's going to be...
Not made a difference, I'm
3 shots.
just being that guy.
It's going to be 3s to hit. I will get 2 rerolls. Don't need them. It's now going to be 4s to wounds, and I only get 1 reroll. 1 reroll. For
4 is due to
wounds, and I mean
transhuman.
it's minus loads. It's minus 4, so I don't believe that's any save.
2 die.
2 die.
I'm not close
Yeah,
enough
it's
to the
D3
barricade.
plus 3 damage.
Not close enough to the barricade. Then do you want to do the heavy stubber?
Yes.
Which will still be in range, guys.
2 heavy stubbers. It's going to be 8 shots, hitting on 3s, and I didn't use any of the rerolls for the hits. That was cocked. So I get 2 rerolls, 1 for Mars, 1 for
Canticles.
the Canticles. So that's 2 misses. 4 to wound you, strength 4, toughs 4. No rerolls because I used that already. And that is 3 wounds, no AP.
Cool, so these are 3 ups. Failed 1, so 1's down a wound.
Galvanic rifles from the back onto the
Thunderwolf Cav.
It's going to be 10 shots. They are all in range. The other ones had to move to get in range just a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's cool.
10 shots hitting on 3s, and I'll be getting 2 rerolls.
Canticles and Sword
Mars. So yeah, that's a few hits. Strength 4, toughs 5, I assume.
Yes.
So it's going to be 5
5
wounds.
wounds.
I will get 1.
Reroll.
Ooh, so we've got 2, 1 reroll, 3, and it is minus 1 AP I think for galvanic rifles now. It used to be only on 6s.
Double check, so it will impact the save here.
Yeah, it is minus 1 AP.
So I'm Storm Shield, so it technically brings him to a 2 up save. So now a 3 up save. 3 up saves. Failed 1 so far, 1's clearly cocked. So 1's down a wound, 1's down to 3 wounds.
And the other galvanic unit that did move, so we're going to be a mouse 1 tit onto these bad boys here. Going to be 10 shots, hitting on 4s.
Because of
2
minus 1.
rerolls. Ooh.
Oh. Not a bad recovery for minus 1 to hit.
Yeah. And it's going to be 5 to wound, again 1 reroll. Ooh.
Okay.
Nope.
Right, okay.
So 3 wounds, minus 1 AP, so bring you back down to your 3 up save.
Cheers. So, unless I fail all of these.
Yeah.
Passed, failed 1, so 1's down to 2 wounds at the back.
On to the charge phase. So we have our Stone Dragoons, they're going against Thunderwolf Cav. It's been a long time since I've used Stone Dragoons. They used to be amazing for me, and let's hope they're going to do it again. 7-inch charge. I'm going to reroll it.
9 points spent.
Yeah. That's 3. Oh no, I need a 4 here. We get
Nailed it.
9-inch charge, that will get the Dragoons in. Finish my charge move with the Iron Strider, so when I finish that move, I've got to do this one. It's crushing weight, 2 command points, and basically I roll a number of dice with how many are in engagement range. It is only 2, but if I get any 2s, it's going to cause mortal wounds, so I really just want 2 2s here.
Yep.
No 1s. Oh my goodness, right. Complete waste, but one of them will go down a wound. Going with Sidono Dragoons, so I'm going to divide up. Unfortunately, due to the heroic intervention, I couldn't quite get this guy into ranged attack, which is fine.
Should mention I heroically intervened with Ragnar and these Primaris. Spaces, we get to heroically intervene with all our units, and it's also at 6 inches with these ones. So
which is pretty nice. So I'm going to activate Chain Taser Protocols, use the strategy in the fight phase. When an Admech unit from your army is selected to fight, and if it's a taser weapon, unmodified hit rolls of 5, score 2 additional hits.
how many command points?
1.
Cool.
Now I'm going to put 4 attacks into Primaris Marines, and then I'm going to put a further 12 into Thunderwolf Cav. Now unfortunately I am minus 1 to hit due to my Doctrine, which gave me +1 Bliss skill, minus 1 weapon skill. So it's going to be... Yep,
I'm also going to transhuman physiology these Primaris. It might be overkill, but I'm just giving them extra health.
Sure. So there's going to be 4 attacks on them. I don't believe I get any rerolls, because I think Mars is ranged. I'm going to double check that. Going to go with our Stone Dragoons. So Dave did have a lot of heroic interventions to be able to get into range with my guys. Again, the Assault Intercessors and the Ragnar Blackmane. So I can't get this guy into combat due to moving about there, but we are going to get, this guy is going to put them into Primaris Marines, and then the other 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to put their attacks into these guys here. Going with the Sidonia Dragoons, now David has heroically intervened, as Space Wolves can, and really has brought quite a bit more weight onto attacks. That actually means he cannot get in range, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm going to divide up my attacks. This Dragoon is going to go against Primaris Marines, while these 3 and that one are going to go against the Thunder Wolf Cav. I am -1 to hit due to...
Canticles?
Not to Canticles, due to Dogma. And then I'm going to activate Chaser Chain Protocols, which means that any unmodified hit roll of 5 is 2 additional hits. So I'll go for them. You said you're going to activate...
Yeah, Transhuman Physiology in the Primaris. I need to spend command points now.
Yeah, because this can be quite deadly for them. Cool. So I am going to get 4 attacks onto the Primaris. Hitting on 4s, I will get 1 reroll, and 5s are 2 additional hits.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I do get 1 reroll.
So 3 again.
It's 3 again, but that is going to be an additional 4.
There's 2 dice there, and there's another 2 dice there.
Yep. I am strength 8, so it's going to be 2s to win you.
No, it's not.
Going to be 4s. Ah, transhuman.
No, that really mattered.
Still a lot of... I don't get reroll due to not being a range attack with Canticles.
Cool. Minus?
Minus, that is a good question. I believe it went up to 2, but I could be wrong on that one. It'd be nice if it went up to 2. Tears of Lance, yep, -2. 2 damage.
Cool. So 5 up saves. This is bad for primates. 2 saved, so 1 will soak up the damage and another 2 will go down.
And the other 4 are going to put their 16 attacks into these bad boys here. Again, hit on 4s, but 5 and 6s are going to be 2 additional hits.
Yep.
We'll come back and look at that. I do get 1 reroll. Do that now. Nope. And it's going to be 3s to wounds on the Thunderwolf Cav. No rerolls.
It's looking good.
Looking good.
Looking solid.
-2, which I think brings you to your 4 up.
It's going to be 4 up regardless, armour or invul, so it's 6.5 dozen. I'm going to start by taking it down the axes, just so you know, guys. So I'm actually going to have to roll this separately. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so yeah, go ahead. We'll do 2 at a time. So he's gone.
Yep.
Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Is it 2 wins a piece, isn't it?
2 wins a piece.
Yeah, so with 4 wins, roll 2 at a time.
Yep.
Failed. Another axe gone. Moving on to the next axe. In fact, you know what? It's going to be the axes. There's only 4 left.
Yeah.
So here we go. Both still alive, but one's down to 2 wounds. So I'm going to actually attack next with Thunderwolf Cav. Everything's sort of piled in. A lot of crazy stuff here. They're going to get +1 to hit for my Legion trait.
Yep.
You're -1 to hit.
Yep.
But I'm going to add another +1 to hit for Fists of Fury.
Yep.
So they're technically +2 to hit to ignore that. So it means there's going to be a total of 7 Thunder Hammers at hitting on 3+.
Yep.
6 axes are going to be hitting on 2+.
Yep.
And we're actually, because Canis is within range, they're giving their wolves an additional attack with their teeth and claws. So it's going to be another 16 wolf attacks, but they're hitting on 2s.
Cool, cool, cool.
So how many wins has one of your guys got? Is it 3 wins?
How many wins? They've got 6 wins each.
6 wounds each, okay, that's absolutely fine. I'm also going to should mention, reroll hits a 1 because Ragnar's nearby.
Sure,
Thunderhammer
sure.
core. So these are the Thunder Hammers, these are going to be 3s to hit, reroll 1s. So they've all hit so far. Reroll the 1. They all hit, that's huge. These will be strength 10.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Now,
6.
I had abilities to give me extra wounds, but I didn't charge you.
No, you did not.
So 3s to wound.
Yep.
No rerolls here. However, I've got what, 4 through. I'm actually going to command point 1.
Yeah, this is a damage 3 weapon. I would probably go for it.
Yeah.
-3, I'm going to assume.
No, they're -2 now, Thunderhammers.
-2, so it's going to bring me to 5 up save because their armor save is now 3 up. So 5 up saves.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. So that will kill one of them.
Does it explode?
Good question. So that will affect me. That's going to be cocked. No.
Cool. On to the power axes. So these are hitting on 2s, reroll 1s. These don't have to worry about these aren't that deadly.
Nice, nice, nice.
Because they no longer get frost axes.
Strength?
Strength 7.
3s to wins.
Sorry, 3s to win, don't count drop die. Cool.
Not bad.
Minus 2.
Minus 2, so getting 5 up saves. 2 damage piece.
Just 1 now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just 1.
So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1's down to 2 wins.
2 wins. Next, all the teeth and claws. Right, so these are going to be 2s to hit. Reroll 1s, of which there's 1, which fails. So we get, that should be what, 15 hits.
Nice, that's a
Cocked one, so we'll redo that one. That's fine.
All good. Strength?
Strength 6.
4 wins.
Oh, sorry, don't control it. Your toughness 6.
Yep, strength. They've always been kind of like stuff 6, I think.
Hopefully we can pick another one off.
Yeah,
It'd be quite
that should do
nice. That was a win, by the way.
Cool, cool, cool. AP minus 1?
Minus 2.
Minus 2, my goodness.
Minus 2. 5 up again.
So 1, so that'll be 1 gone and 1 down to 4 wounds. Does it explode?
1 down to 2 wins, you mean?
Sorry, yeah. And no explosions. 1's down, another 1's gone and 1 down to 2 wounds.
Gonna go with the Primaris Marines. I'm actually gonna use 1 CP for Gene Rot Might, so any unmodified hit roll of a 6 is an automatic wound. This would have been amazing if I had a full complement squad, but you did short work of them quickly.
Yep, sure did.
Right, so it's gonna be a whole bunch of Astartes Chainsword. I'm hitting on 2s because of my Legion trait, but you are minus 1.
So
yep.
yeah.
So back to 3s.
Reroll 1s?
Yes, because they're core.
And any 6s are?
Automatic wounds.
Yeah, so 2 automatic wounds.
Reroll 1 here, and I'll take out all the 2s. Still solid when it hits, quite happy
Yeah,
with
that's a solid amount.
Okay, so they're automatic wounds.
Yep.
I'm going to be wounding you
5s.
toughness 6.
Yeah.
And I'm strength 5, I believe. I will because I'm +1 with the chainsword, haven't I?
That is a good question. I don't think so. I think there's strength. No, maybe I don't think.
Strength user, so it's 5s. Totally 5s.
Additionally,
yeah, totally 5s.
Even if you went up a strength, it would be
Cocked, and this one fell off.
Yep. Ooh.
You know what?
Solid.
There's a 6 there too.
Yeah, my goodness.
minus 1 AP.
So that's going to bring to 4 up save. So I'll definitely kill 1. Oh my goodness. So 1's dead, and again 1's down to
I'm
2
happy
wounds.
with that. Yeah. Does it explode?
Nah.
Ragnar to go next. I just want to kill another one.
Yep.
So we've got 10 attacks because he gets 7 base and he gets 3 for shock assault. With his frost fang, I'm going to be hitting on 2s because I get +1, you're -1.
Yep.
No rerolls here, but he hits with 9 of them.
Nice.
I'm going to be wounding on 4s because I'm strength 6 with frost fang.
You sure are.
There's a wound there. You know what? Not the best, but I'm not bothered.
I mean, it's loads of AP on this. -4.
-4.
So 6 up pinball save. So 3 go through, so that's going to kill 1 and 1 down to 2 wounds. Does it explode?
No, it's a 2.
No. So into the morale phase, I do have 1 with Sidonian Dragoons that took a heavy bean. I'm going to spend Insane Bravery, 2 command points, bring me down to 5, which will mean they do pass. I'm going to roll a hypothetical. If I lost 4, if I
Do mine
rolled
first.
5 or 6, nah, just see. I would have been fine, but I think it's kind of worth it because it could have been bad.
Gonna roll here. I lost 6 guys, so I fail on a 3+. I'm very tempted to do Insane Bravery myself. It'll bring me down to 3, I believe.
And go up to 4 at the start of yours.
Yeah, which I'm only needing combat stuff now.
That is true. No surprise there.
And everything's in range. Interesting. I'm gonna just risk it.
It's got a 33% chance of passing this.
Yeah, but I only then lose models on a 1 after this, regardless of the unit, because they show no fear.
Ah, okay, yeah,
I'm going to just risk
modifiers.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We fail,
So 1 will go.
and then there's 3 left, so just don't roll some 1s. I can be fine with losing only 1 Oh, that's just criminal.
And that is it for my first turn. You know what? Not bad all round. Really doing a bit of damage to David. Now, sure, did damage back to me, but that's why I was in the fight Space Wolves. But really holding back a few units there and really damaging those Primaris Marines. Now, I'm a bit devastated because I was the one that painted them. And this is the second battle report I think they're in, and already they're suffering a bit of damage. No matter though, I think I've really pushed David back, and that is hugely, hugely advantageous. I didn't score anything, but I feel I've got a good bit of board control and kept him back for a turn, which should hopefully mean I'll be able to do some shooting and more shenanigans later on. In terms of command points, I am down to I think 5, and I think you're down to 5 as well. So that brings us about even on that side as we go into Space Wolves turn 1. Also, at the end of my turn, I'm going to discard a couple of the cards I gained. Area Denial, just because I think this is going to be a heavy battle of Sin in the middle, and Storm Hostile Objectives, which is, I'm beginning to lose a bit of momentum moving forward, so I think I'm just going to discard them and then hopefully redraw in my next turn.
Right, going to draw my 3 strategic secondary objectives. So we have Blood and Guts. So for Strike Force, I'll basically have to destroy 3 units, I believe. Keep a Blood and Guts tally. Each time an enemy unit is destroyed by melee, okay, made by a model in your army, add 1 to the Blood and Guts tally. I will score this if I kill 3, that's going to be. When the secondary mission is first drawn, for your battle size, your opponent has fewer number of units in the battlefield, including those embarked in transports. Models that are themselves in the battlefield, but are destroying your opponents. Okay, that's fine. Basically, I just have to destroy 3 units in melee. Totally achievable. Area Denial, not achievable. Let's move on from that. Extend battle lines. Secondary missions achieved at the end of your turn if you control any objective marker in your own deployment zone, and also control 1 objective marker in no man's land. I could definitely get that done.
Yeah.
So that's achievable. I am not going to discard for command points because I need all my command points, so I'm left with Blood and Guts, Area Denial, and Extend battle lines. We can definitely get one of them. Okay, so to say things are going bad is an easy way to describe things, but it's definitely going bad. I need to deal with what's in front of me, but I'd love to try and find a way to get myself up here. I don't think it's achievable yet. I have a plan that's coming later, depending on what Ross does in his turn. I'll go up to 6 command points. You've seen my secondary objectives. Let's crack on. Finished up the movement. There's a lot of debates, but in the command phase, I have spent 1 command point. I can't remember the stratagem, but it basically allows my units to benefit from the Assault Doctrine, even though the Assault Doctrine is not active. So that's going to help with the melee. And I did healing bams to recover full wounds on this Thunderwolf here. However, we've moved up these guys. I did advance and I rolled a 1, and we're going to debate re-rolling it, so we're going to keep that 1 there.
Sure.
I did move around Canis and I advanced. I got 3 inches with Canis. Moved over my Intercessor. He's going to do something. Staying in combat, staying on the objectives. I should mention they're on the objective as well. And these guys moved over to get on another objective. So that will actually give me one of my secondary objectives.
Yeah.
So I'm holding 1 in no man's land at the end of the turn and 1 of my own in my deployment zone. Now, I can re-roll this, right? If I get a 6, I can get within long bomb charge range of the Dooncrawlers. But only if I get a 6. It's 1 command point. I think I'm down to...
I think you're still down to 5. You're down to 5.
I'm going to risk it.
This is the only way they have a chance, otherwise they're staring a neutron laser in the face.
And you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, like, so you got 1 before.
This is the reroll. If I get a 6, we're still in game.
Yes.
Oh, I see that 6 there as well. But it is what it is, guys. So 1 command point spent. They will move. I haven't actually moved their inch. There we go.
You can move 4 inches.
4 inches, so I can. Yay. Gonna go with these guys here. They're gonna shoot their bolters up into your Vanguard. It's gonna be 5 shots, hitting on 3s, no rerolls. I'm just assuming there's no minuses here.
Nah.
Doesn't really matter. Your toughness 3 though, I believe. So 3's to wind. That's cocked. 1 wound.
1 wound. I think I'm still a 4-up save. Should be a 4-up save. No way they're 3-up. That's not a Terminator, so 1's gone down.
Right, going to shoot his Astartes pistol. I can't shoot the Dominus because they're technically closer.
Yep.
And I can't even add the firepower into them. You can only really see up here, and it's only going to reach the Dooncrawler. I'll just do the closest Dooncrawler, Ross. Hitting on 3s. We hit. Wounding on 5s. And moving on. 4 bolt pistols into these guys. Hitting on 4s, but I am reroll 1s.
You sure do.
And we are hitting on wounding, sorry, on 5s. No wounds. Ragnar misses because you're -1. Canis Wolfborn is going to charge at the Dominus. Ross is declaring no Overwatch.
Nope.
Don't think you need to here.
Nah, shooting's not good.
We are doing a 10-inch charge. Let's see if we get it. And I believe this is rerollable with Canis.
Duty is Wolf.
Yeah, sorry, they're out of range of the Wulfen, so they actually can't get the reroll benefit. So we're going to use a command point.
So I'll bring you down to 4?
4.
Yeah.
I failed it again, and that's definitely not cocked, so it's another 9. I mean, a 7-inch charge with this Primaris. Here we go. He makes it, but that's not the one I really cared about, because you're probably going to kill him.
Yep. On to the start of the fight phase. Now, my Dominus does have the, I think it's called Temportia, and it means I get selected unit within 3 inches, and they're going to fight after all my eligible units are able to fight. So he's gonna probably get booped in the face with a power axe, but either way, that Primaris Marine is fighting after everything else in my army. You get to go first though with Ragnar, because that's kind of what he does.
Warrior born.
Yep.
He always fights first. 7 attacks because we no longer get shock assault, and I'm -1, so 3s to hit.
Yep.
So far so good, but that one's clearly cocked. Cool. So that's fair enough. 6 hits.
Yep.
I will be forced to wound.
You strength 6?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
He has strength 4 plus 2 for the sword.
Yeah,
Strength 6.
so forced wounds.
You know what? Not bad.
Yeah, I'm going to be 6s.
Yeah, you're straight to invul.
Yeah, 1 might survive. I've got to make... no. What is that? So, that is 1 dead, and another 1
Both
dead.
gone.
It's both gone.
Do not explode.
Explosions! To have 1 mortal wound and everything around them.
Yay.
I didn't roll them singly, but it'd be that one. I think it would be wrong for me to say that one. That's everything there. Adeptus Dominus, going to try and whip away with the power axe, or Messiah axe even, and it's going to be 3 attacks, hitting you on 3s, so he doesn't get the -1 because he doesn't benefit from doctrines. All hit, 3s to wound you, 3 wounds, -2 AP, 2 damage, so
he's dead.
5 up, unless you get 3 5s.
Dead.
Yeah.
So not the best turn for Spaceos, although I was gambling with the charges, so it makes sense. It was always hard to achieve. Although Dragoons are gone, that's great, but what's now going to come instead of Dragoons is more robots, which is cool. I do get extended battle lines because I hold an objective marker in my deployment zone and I hold an objective marker in no man's land. In fact, I think I hold 2. So that's going to give me 5 victory points, and I'm down to 3 command points remaining. With that, let's knock on the door of the Adeptus Custodes as they blast me away.
Custodes.
Mechanicus.
Going to draw my cards for my turn, so I do have overwhelming firepower still, and I've got 1 point on it, so an R2 would be a nice. Next card is going to be behind enemy lines. Secondary mission is achieved at the end of your turn if 2 or more units from your army are wholly within your opponent's deployment zone. Not going to happen.
I don't think it's even physically achievable.
Nope. And then I've got defend strongholds. This is achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn or the end of the battle, whichever comes first, if you control the objective marker in your own deployment zone. That's unless, I know you've got people coming in that might decide whether you want to
I keep it. Makes you
put
think.
them. Makes you think. So yeah, I'm not going to spend command points to redraw. I know that behind enemy lines, but I don't think it's needed. So now on to my AdMech turn 2 and just show you what we've got. I have still, David is moving forward but way too slowly. This is going to give me a real good round of shooting.
Ross.
Well, I just charged towards you. And so really is now I really need to cause quite a bit of damage, and I think I've got loads of potential to do so. For my Doctrinas and Canticles, Doctrina is going to be Bulwark Imperative, giving everyone with Doctrine, so that's going to be all the Scutari. Gives them +1 to their saving throw, but -3 to their movement, and I'm fine with that, to be honest. And then Lieutenancy of the Electromancer, while this canticle is active, each time melee attack is made against this unit, subtract 1 from the attack rolls. It's going to be a real bit of a debuff for David in the next turn. Well, let's get going. Finished up my movement, so Castellan robots, they've moved up here just trying to be a wee bit aggressive. The Vanguard have cowered away, stay on the point, just stay out of the way. We have the Tech Adept. I'm going to activate Tech Adept to awaken the machine onto both the Ironshard Ballistaries again. Then got our Tech Priest Dominus who hid away. We've got our Dune Crawlers that slightly moved to shoot the Wulfen but have options in our things, and the Rangers stayed still as well. Very simple on that side. Let's go into do some shooting. Let's go with furthest Ranger unit onto the Wulfen over here. So it's going to be 10 shots, hitting on 3s. Yes, because I don't have any minuses anymore. Okay. Get 1 reroll due to Mars, which hits, and then your toughness 5. Did you say?
Yep.
It's going to be 5 wounds, no rerolls. 2 wounds, -1 AP, brings you to 4 save.
Yeah.
How many wounds has it got a piece?
2.
So that's 1 gone down.
Are they not 2 damage apiece?
No, they're 1 damage apiece. Other Ranger unit, exact same target. Guilt 10 shots, hitting on 3s. No Dominus in range, no rerolls. Yep, so you have a few hits. Again, going to be 5 wounds. There we go, 3 wounds.
4 up. Gone.
Backhand Strider Ballistari onto the Wulfen. Not the Wulfen, the Thunderwolf.
Thunderwolf can have yikes.
2 shots, hitting on 3s. No, hit on 2s. 1 reroll on both hit. And winning you on 3s, no rerolls. Ooh! The second one.
Try it again.
Yep, try again. Fortunately, I don't have the benefit of the canticle anymore, so it's going to be 2 reroll 1s due to Tech Adept. Thank goodness for that Tech Adept. And winning you on 3s. 2 wounds, minus lots.
It's 4 up invul.
Yep.
Passed.
Nice. First Dune Crawler, Neutron Laser into the Cavalry,
Yep.
all the Heavy Stubbers into this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good call.
So D3 shots for 3. Hitting you on 3s, 1 reroll. 1 reroll due to Mars, doesn't hit though. Winning you on 2s, toughs 5.
Yeah.
Strength 14.
Doesn't matter.
1 wound, minus loads.
Do you not get to reroll that?
Nah, it's only I did that canticle last
Cool,
time.
that's fine. 4 up.
Yep.
Passed.
Oh! And
Stubbers.
then it's going to be Stubbers.
Into the Wulfen over there.
Yep, 3's dead. No rerolls because I did use last time I did. So.
You rerolled one of them last time.
And oh, sorry.
It's alright, it's fine.
And then it's going to be 5 wounds. For 1 wound.
So we can't kill him.
Nah.
He's not got, is it any AP in that?
No
So
AP.
it's 4 up save, just his armour this time. Which he saved.
Oh my goodness. Second Dune Crawler, exact same thing, D3 shots. For 3. Hitting on 3s, reroll 1 of them. Don't need it. Wounding you on 2s. All wounds, minus loads.
Okay, 4 up, Storm Shields. Saved again.
Wow! 8 shots onto this bad boy. Hitting on 3s. Get 1 reroll because I didn't use it last time.
Yeah.
Doesn't help. When you go on 5s. Only 1 wound, so he can't die either.
4 up save. I've just made every single save.
Yep.
That's insane.
Combustors into these guys here.
To Ragnar. Oh no, sorry, the cav, yeah, totally right, sorry.
4d6. 4, nice. 6, 11, 15, 16 shots. I will get some dice. Okay, it's going to be 4s to wounds. Oh my word.
Still a lot.
That's still a lot, actually, it's about 50%.
You're minus 1 at
Probably.
least, aren't you?
I think so, it might be minus 2.
It's either going to be a 4 up save or a 3 up save here.
Yeah.
Is what's the difference?
What's the difference? It's a good question, it is minus 2.
So it'll bring me to a 4 up save regardless then.
Go for it. Surely I've got to kill 1, I've put so much firepower into them, it's unreal. Yeah, definitely kill 1.
I need to roll another one. So one will die, and one goes down to 2 wounds.
Well, one will die
and one goes down to 2 wounds because they're 4 wounds apiece.
They're 4 wounds apiece. External robots into Ragnar. Hopefully try and bring them down.
They make it.
They make it. So I'm going to activate the external robots first, and I'm going to, as the start of the fight phase, going to activate Bind Harrick Override. You can do it at the start of any phase. I'm going to switch them up to the Conqueror Protocol, which gives them 2+ weapon skill.
Just to recall, I heroically intervened with these guys.
Yep.
As per my Legion rule.
Yep.
And they get the extended range.
Sure.
But I'm actually going to use as well Transhuman Physiology onto Ragnar for 2 command points.
Cool. So I'm going to put 9 attacks onto the Wolves.
Yep.
And 3 attacks onto Ragnar. So we'll do the Wolves first. Why not?
If you win this combat, I'd say it's game.
Yeah,
so this is probably the most pivotal combat of the game.
I needed to wipe them out more than anything.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2s to hit you. I do get a reroll from Mars. I thought I didn't in the fight phase, but apparently I do. Oh my goodness. I'm going to reroll one of them from Mars. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll 2s. There we go. I am strength 10, so I should be 2s to wound
You
you.
are indeed, yeah.
2s to wound you. There we go. So that many wounds.
Straight to invulsive.
-3.
How many damage? Must be like 3 damage apiece.
Yep. Oh, I've seen it each time the bear fights. Makes 1 additional attack with this weapon, so I actually get a further 4 attacks.
Do we not resolve these ones first though?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a different weapon.
It's the same weapon.
Is it the exact same weapon?
Yep. So I have to probably
right.
put the 3 into them, 1 into Ragnar. I didn't realise they get.
Go for it now.
this
Just
one.
go for it now. Yeah.
So 3 additional ones again. 2s. There you go. So that's another 3 on them as well.
Cool, and it's the same weapon, yep.
Same weapon.
So 4 ups. 4 ups.
4 ups.
That will wipe the squad.
Yeah, it's 3 damage piece. So.
Oh, it's a 3 damage, but it'll still kill the
2,
squad.
Yeah, that'll kill the squad.
Yep, cool. I'm going to command point.
No, there was 2 additional ones.
Oh, is there 2 additional?
Because that was 1. That was a fail 2. Yeah, there was definitely enough. I counted it.
Totally right, yep.
Yeah. And then the External Fists onto Ragnar. Again, 2s because I changed protocol. I don't get another reroll, and I did use a command 1.
Cool.
And it's going to be 2s to wound him. For all wounds. I presume he's got a 4 up in.
Yeah, belt of Russ. Oh no, you need to redo that, Ross, I'm sorry, because you don't wound on 1s, 2s and 3s.
Transhumans.
So just re-roll that.
Yeah, reroll the wounds then. 2 wounds.
That's
and
fine.
The one that failed, yeah, because we're rerolling the whole
Just
thing.
re-roll the whole thing.
Nope.
That's fine.
Go for it.
So back on track now, guys. So if I fail both of these, he dies.
Yeah.
He dies?
Command reroll.
Yeah, okay. Nope, he dies.
And that is the end of the Adeptus Mechanicus turn 2. And the Shun phase was ridiculously bad. It was the Rangers really whittled down these Wulfen. But I mean, this unbelievable amount of firepower, which really caused devastation, couldn't even scratch Storm Shields. That's even after the nerfs, which is insane but good rolling. However, David trying to bring some protection to Ragnar really probably cost him quite heavily there. The Castellan robots, once they changed their protocol, are very, very hard hitting. And they just swat everything aside. Now, in terms of victory points, I am on 5. I think you're on 5 as well for the end of that turn. In terms of command points, I am still on, I think, 3, and you've got 5.
No, I don't have that much, but what I will be doing is conceding.
Yeah, fair enough,
good
David.
game.
Fair enough.
It was a Hail Mary, but it cost me.
Yeah, if you'd managed to kill the Castellan robots and then encircle into this bit here, I probably would have conceded. Because I knew you had Wulfen coming up. But the Wulfen being destroyed, you really only have Canis Rex.
I've got Wulfen in reserves, but they can't solve it now.
Yeah, you'd have to make the charge, but
Yeah.
even then I've got Castellan robots running about wild.
No. Perfect game. Excellent.
Well, David, that went pretty well for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. The first turn was really good. Now, I went Mars because a lot of people are saying Mars is really, really good, and I can see why. Being able to get some rerolls was pretty good, but then also being able to benefit your Skatar units to rerolls really made a heck of a difference for me. I didn't expect it to be that good, but it really worked out well.
Yeah, full compliment to Admech. Their firepower is really solid, consistent.
Now, your second turn to avoid as much as I could throw at you was unreal.
But that wasn't your firepower, that was my save.
That was the save.
And mathematically shouldn't have happened.
Shouldn't have. I mean, I was also, especially with that, most of them, the neutron laser, the Ironshire Balisari, they should be picking off without even needing to roll in damage.
Yeah, totally.
Straight off, but you managed to save them. But then Excel robots, absolutely. I mean, I can't remember how many points they are. But wow, they did quite a bit of damage there.
Did a serious damage, yep. Took a gambit because I wanted to try and see if I could slow things down. Didn't work, and somebody doesn't always pay off.
Well, you really needed to be able to move forward quite a wee bit as well. If you let me into the backfield, I could have been flaming, punching things, or even chasing after you, which would have been
Tough.
So yeah, it was good to be able to do quite well in combat. I was very intrigued by the 6-inch heroic intervention. I thought it was 3 inches, then you were just jumping around every time I tried
Slightly
to
different for Space Wolves.
make a charge, and your comebacks on them were really, really good.
Yeah, enjoyable. I think we'll definitely see AdMech start to feature more. Now you've got your hands back in the army and you're getting familiar with the new codex, and I think we've got some matchups, could be quite fun to play with them.
Sure.
But guys, check out us in our links down below for all our socials. You'll get all the updates to the channel, all the stuff we're working on, all our projects. But more importantly, comment, like, share and subscribe, and we hope to see you in another Tabletop Assault Battle Reports.